fresh new stuff. And everything's finally caught up.
Alright, I got a couple things I want to discuss with you. You better come in here. Here comes Bob Robbie. First of all, did you watch that game last night with East Michigan and Pitt?
No.
I was watching it. Did you hear that the quarterback got kicked out for
the
punching?
punch, yeah. It hit the ref.
It wasn't like hitting somebody else and missing.
He hit the ref, like he swung at the guy and hit the, like,
I figured that.
He glanced the ref, too. It wasn't
because I haven't looked at it
and it
yet.
was open-handed.
And since we have no internet or anything like
He
that.
did it on purpose?
He went to slap
So
one
he
of the other
slapped
players.
him.
Well, the one player, he was sliding and came in and smoked him. He was sliding with, like...
Oh, yeah? So he was retaliating against another player.
With, like, 18 seconds left of the game. Yeah, I saw the highlights.
Well, what was the final?
33-30, Pitt.
Pitt won that game?
Yeah.
That's a shame.
They were a 13-point favorite.
Yeah, but, I mean, East Michigan looked so good all the way through.
Yeah.
I just didn't watch the end of it.
Yeah, he slid and the guy came and tried to take his head off with like 13 seconds left.
Let me ask you this question now. Backup running back for Penn State, Miles Sanders.
I have him on my fantasy.
Miles Sanders leads all NFL rookies in all-purpose yards.
He's good. I knew he was going to be good. I drafted him real high. They should have been using him right from the beginning.
Yeah, well, he probably needed the year to develop, though.
Yeah, he's good, though. They should be throwing passes to him. Did you see that? He caught like a 40-yard pass.
Yeah, he's
real
definitely.
nice. Yeah. Yeah, that was Penn State. They would do the same stuff with him like that too. They'd wheel him out and like throw like big sweeps with him. He's not built to run up the middle like that. He's kind of small.
All right, now I also want to make another comment about the reason why I called you down here. The Queen looks like she's got ants in her pants.
No, I'm just OCD.
Look at her.
Ready. I always bounce. I can't help that.
She's got ants in her pants.
She'll be on 30 minutes because she's like air conditioner on,
That's why.
microwave
really
on.
What's that bag there?
Dooney Burke.
Is it Dooney and Burke? So is that one you have to get rid of because you got to get a new one?
Well, he thinks there's a couple I'm getting rid of.
I told her, right, that, listen,
I'm not getting rid of it.
Tim Kuda might listen to this, but I'm still going to say it, right? I told her because he says that he gave her, for Christmas, he gave her a ton and a gift certificate, right? So that, but he said that in conditions you have to get rid of some of your bags.
Plenty of room here, right?
That's what I say. She ought to just bring them here.
Can I have it in a nice
give her
mesh case?
Yeah,
Put it in
Give her
here?
a cabinet there.
Put them in the computer.
You know, some people, I was listening to this one guy and he says he has a safe just for his wife's bags.
Well, I have them in a nice mesh, like a soccer bag, a nice mesh book, all my purses, so they fit beautifully right in that corner.
Birkin bags, a purse that size is like $100,000.
A what bag?
Birkin bag.
Oh, Birkin
A handbag as big as that, $100,000.
I thought you were talking about Dooney and Bourke. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? They're lame now.
Here's why I never said I wanted Louis Vuitton, because they're so expensive that people would know that I can't afford that anyway, so even if I bought a real one, what's the difference from a knockoff? Everybody would think it was fake because I can't afford $2,500 purse. So I like Michael Kors.
My friend Megan has one, but like it's good forever. Like if it ever breaks, you take it back and they fix it.
What happened?
But they're very
They're
hard.
about like that. They're about that.
What happened to those
$1,300?
ugly bags that everybody had to have for a while that had like plaid and pastel and
They went out.
or I'm like, what the? They even had places in the mall that sold nothing but that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
They're
listen, there's no way
the
these
little wallets and everything.
cheap little things.
Yeah, they were like
cheap.
Yep.
But they're cute for like summertime with the bright colors.
Yeah, but it was a
little
fad.
plush kind of thing, but not.
Listen,
nobody
it's
wants
not
to
something
wear
that you open up a store for.
Patterns and stuff.
Yeah, for like summertime, they're
Yep.
cute like clutches. Like I might have a couple clutches and wallets, but not purse.
They definitely weren't crafted in a way that would warrant their
No, they were expensive.
their worth, let's say. Now, I mean, even if you look at like a Dooney and Bourke, that leather is really nice that they use. I mean, it's thick and it's soft.
It'll last a while.
You look at the stitching. You know what I mean? They put money into it, and of course now they're not even worth as much because they're not it anymore. But that's still a nice bag.
Yeah, I like the color.
Thank you.
I wonder who actually makes like Michael Kors. do they have their own factory somewhere? And you know, with the
Farmers
2-year-olds,
I would hope they would.
2-year-olds
I hope
running a
they
sewing
do.
machine.
Well, like Coach, like at the Coach outlet, Coach is actually made in China. That's a real Coach bag. Coach is made in China.
All right, so they might not be 2-year-olds. Let's say
Yeah.
8-year-olds. We'll
or
give them
10.
8.
Yeah, they have a little. They had to have a little steady hand at least.
To run that little sewing machine.
You guys are terrible.
How much do they make a day making them bags?
How
They
do I know?
They get $1 and a bowl of rice.
Yeah, lucky if they get a buck.
Yeah.
That's like the Apple factories.
Making-
They have
making
put
your
suicide
fans-
nets up.
What?
The Apple factories, they put suicide nets up to people jump out of the dorms. If you look at the Apple factories, like halfway up them, they're netted around them, so that if they jump into the net.
Well, at least we have companies like Nike that are really conscious of the social
Yeah.
environment here in the United States, while their 8-year-olds are.
Great slave labor. They get busted all the time. It just kind of goes away.
And it's crazy,
Kinda
man.
goes away,
I
right?
think their whole push with Cap, you know, and all that
Yeah.
stuff with Kaepernick, that's probably like, you know what I mean? They're hoping that it'll balance out.
They got-
all of their sins,
they
you know
got
what I
busted
mean?
in China.
For whipping the little kids to make the shoes.
They got busted
But
in
look,
China, they moved to, like, Indonesia, then
you
they
know, we're
moved to
social
Vietnam.
justice. We're social justice over here.
I hate.
Yeah.
But don't look over here.
They'll move around. Yeah, they get busted in China, then they'll go to
I hate
Vietnam.
Colin Kaepernick. That explains it. Stupid Nike.
What, you didn't know about the whole thing with Nike?
No,
Oh,
I
they
know
were
I
like
don't
the-
like them. 'Cause
they were like the
Colin
first
Kaepernick-
ones
Think,
to get
just
busted.
think, their little shoes with Kaepernick's face on the back. Some 8-year-old that's getting a couple pennies a day and a bowl of rice is making them.
That was like they got busted in like the 90s, and then they got busted.
Yeah, they
again.
still get busted. They
Yeah,
still do
yeah.
it.
Really?
Yeah, they moved everything to Vietnam now. Whatever. That's not even bad. You ever see like those I was watching the world's worst jobs, like the kids like mining lithium and like working in rubber factories.
Yeah, well,
and
that's
stuff.
it too. You look at everybody with their,
Yeah.
oh, we got to go electric cars.
Yeah, that's
What do
the
you
worst.
think that's the? First of all, how is electricity
Yeah.
produced?
Yeah,
Okay,
plus
so let's look at that. Now
batteries.
let's look at what the batteries are made of.
Yeah, they're real bad.
You got little kids working in a lithium mine.
They're like pit mine too, so it's like just a gigantic hole in the
But
ground.
it's not. I can't see it from here.
Yeah, no, it's in the middle.
It's not in my backyard. So hey, let's get the
Plus-
Teslas running.
Plus, they're hard to like dispose of the batteries.
I can't even think of this. Why do you gotta tell me this stuff?
Well,
Real world.
don't buy Nikes.
I don't.
Find out who makes your bag. That kind of stuff. If it really bothers you, you can look at where it's coming from.
Well, I'm not that crazy.
Oh.
That's like if I don't see it right here.
Yeah.
If I don't
Listen,
see it,
Yeah.
10 foot
Hey,
circle.
it's just about our local social justice. We don't, you know.
Oh, if I don't see it, I run the 10-foot rule. Now, 10 feet
If I don't see it, if I don't see it, it doesn't. It's none of my business.
None of my business.
Yeah, and I don't want to hear about it either.
But that's crazy, though. I mean, if you listen to the people,
I should
right, that push this, like Kaepernick.
Nope.
What? He's got to know where this stuff comes from.
He knows where those checks come from.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
That's
Keep
all.
getting them checks.
That mighty dollar.
I hate that guy.
Money, 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 money. All right, so we started out with a football thing. We ended up with a football thing, right? A pseudo football thing with Kaepernick. But there you go. There's a little rant for today. Amen.
There goes my setup.